Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good week. Mine's been not bad actually. Went swimming on Monday, which was good. The pool was warm this time, thank goodness. So that was good. And then just really have had a quiet week apart from that. Yesterday was really sunny, so sat outside and read, which was absolutely beautiful. Really enjoyed that. It was great to just spend time out in the sun and read, which was lovely. Reading week has actually been not bad, I have to say. I've How many books have I read? I read one, two, three. I've read three and a half. So that plus I've started others, but you'll understand why I'm saying half in a wee while. So last weekend I'd said I would finish One More Christmas at the Castle by Trisha Ashley. There's the cover. I hope you can see that okay. So really enjoyed this one, or gave it 4 out of 5. So we meet Sabine, and she's an elderly widow who doesn't have much family, or so she thinks, and well, she knows she doesn't, but she's been given, she knows she's terminally ill and she's not going to last for long. So she decides that she's going to have one final hurrah, one final Christmas at the castle, and she's going to invite the family members, good friends, and just have a really nice party. The lady that she has in the castle that is like basically her housekeeper, her husband has become ill, and she can't sort of do as much as is wanted. So Sabine employs heavenly house parties, which is run by a girl called Dido and her best friend Henry. And they're going to be at the castle for the whole month of December. They're going to be cooking, cleaning, etc. But there is a subplot to this, and Sabine is not that really nice to Dido, which there are reasons for that, and you find out. It didn't endear me to Sabine, I have to say. I thought, you twisted woman. That is really not nice why you're doing this. Henry and Dido are beautiful characters. They are really nice. Dido just wants to make this Christmas a really good Christmas for Sabine. She's going out of her way to be nice, and this woman's like, add to the mix Dido's godson Zan. Now Zan happens to have gone to school with Henry, and they were pals, so they become they rekindle their friendship. But also Dido, when she was a teenager, had a major crush on Zan because she used to come and stay with her friend near the castle. So there's all of this subplot going on, and then you've got this the family that arrive, and there's all this, you're going to leave the castle to us, you're going to leave the castle to us, blah blah blah, and so you've got all of this happening in the mix. So that was really interesting. And then you have Sabine's best friend, who happens to be a minister or an ex-minister, and she is brilliant. I mean, she calls Sabine out and all her sort of twisted plot thing and everything. I really enjoyed it. It was a good read, and one I would definitely, if you're looking for a Christmas book at Christmas time, you pick this one up. I then read, as a buddy read, Escape from Atlantis by Kate O'Hearn. I'd read a couple of her Pegasus books and quite liked them, and I said a buddy read this with Beth over at Soul Stained Ink. This was one of our buddy reads for middle grade mayhem. There is a lot in this book that is very troubling that we didn't really like. I gave this a 3 out of 5, and the more I think about it, the more I'm tempted to drop my rating down. So we meet Riley and her cousin Alfie, who are out on the family boat with Riley's dad and Alfie's mum Mary, and they're whale watching. Riley's not happy to be there. She would rather be spending her summer at home, with her mum and her brother, with her friends. And one day when she's looking over the side of the boat, she sort of thinks she sees this mermaid, but she's not too sure. And she's like, no, I'm imagining things. And then there's this major storm and the boat gets shipwrecked. And Alfie and Riley end up on this beach. And there's nobody else there, but then people come and they discovered they're on Atlantis. But their parents are not there. And Atlantis is full of people who all think the same way about certain things, and there are various segregation zones, and you're not allowed to go into the segregation zones. And then there are people who are changing from human to animal, and you're not really allowed to interact. You're not supposed to interact with them, and they have different coloured coats on, which means the level of danger. It was really quite disturbing, I have to say. Neither Beth nor I particularly liked it. If it had been just the there are various ways that the people on Atlantis make sure you toe the line, and again that was like, whoa. So Riley and Alfie are obviously trying to escape, and they're trying to find their parents, and they meet some people who are nice and who help them. But no, it just wasn't for me, and like Beth, I will not be continuing with this series. So I then read Head Over Heels by Jill Shalvis. This is the third book in the Lucky Harbour series. I really, really enjoyed this one. I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5. So we meet Chloe, who is the third of the sisters who is running the B&B, and she's the one who she makes beauty products, does spa treatments, etc. in big hotels. And she's a bit of a free spirit, which I really liked about her. I have to say, I did really like that about her. She has a heart of gold, and she will, in many ways, people or animals who are in trouble, she'll try and help them. But this at times brings her up against Sawyer the sheriff, and there is an undercurrent there that is like, I don't really like you, I don't like you, God, blimey, I really do like you. So there's that undercurrent, and it's, are they going to act on it or are they not? And various things happen that, makes them both reassess their lives, makes them really think to themselves, do I still want to be alone? Do I not want to be alone? There's also the story of Chloe still coming to grips with the fact that she's got sisters, and also, what is their relationship like? How do they want their relationship to be? I really enjoyed it, I have to say. I'm looking forward. I'm going to definitely get the next one, but no, I thoroughly enjoyed this one, and I've liked the start of the Lucky Harbour series. It's been really good and fun to read. I then started reading Merrily Ever After by Cathy Bramley. I've only got that to read. I'll get this finished this week. This is the second book of the Merrily series. What's the first one called? Hold on till I try and find it. Oh, come on. The Merry Christmas Project. So this is the second one. So it follows on from it. So we're following the same characters as we did in the first book. I'm really enjoying this. And as I say, I will definitely get it finished this weekend. I then read The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. This was the middle grade classic children's book group pick for this month. Had never read it before. I enjoyed the way it was written. It was very lyrical. I liked just the way he actually just told the story. Yes, there are lots of problems with The Jungle Book, but it was enjoyable to read, and I don't really want to say much else because I don't really think there is much else to say, if I'm honest. It was just, it was enjoyable. I then finished A Wizard's Dream by Hrvoje Butkovic. He very kindly emailed me way back in January and said, I've been looking at your channel, would you like to read my book? And I said yes, and various things have happened that it's taken me longer to read than I expected. But I gave this book a 4 out of 5. So this is a fantasy story, but it is beautifully written. It is very descriptive, and the descriptions just make the place that our main character Aisha is in. So Aisha is a dwarf, but is she really a dwarf? And she has dreams of becoming a rune mage or a wizard or whatever, and we follow her as she journeys through her life and what she becomes. What does she do with the knowledge that she gains? Do her dreams come true? And it is a story of life. It's a story of, you have these dreams, you have these aspirations, but maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. Maybe that you have to learn or realize, well, maybe that's not where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I should be doing this. And that's what the story is about. It's about, a young lady, young wizard, finding her way in life, finding where she belongs, who her friends are, who her friends aren't. And the descriptions were just beautiful. I mean, there's a description of a tree, and you felt you knew that tree. You really did. It was like just so nice, and the characters were well written and portrayed. I mean, one of the characters was a flower, and just the way he described the way that the flower moved was just so lyrical. It was beautiful. I just really, really enjoyed it. As I say, it took me a while to read for various reasons. I think if I'd been able to sort of sit down and have concrete time going, I would have finished it sooner. But if you're looking for a really nice lyrical fantasy, then I would definitely pick it up, because it is just so nice. The reason I'm not wanting to say a lot about it is because I don't want to spoil it. I think it's one of these books that you need to just go in knowing it's a story about a young wizard's journey in life, and that is, I think, all you need to know. I don't think you need to know anything else about it. I then picked up A Slice of Heaven by Sherryl Woods. I'm halfway through this. So this is the second book in her her Sweet Magnolias series, and I am really enjoying it. The reason I'm sort of hesitating is that it deals with a number of issues, such as the main one at the moment is a young girl's eating disorder, and it is sad to read. It really is. It's sad that for various reasons, that this young girl does have an eating disorder. So there's that. So yeah, it's well written and it's well researched, I have to say, at the moment. And I am really enjoying it, and I hopefully over the weekend I will get it finished. This is a review book that I've had for about a year and a bit. I just haven't got around to reading it. Maybe the time wasn't right. Maybe now is the time to read it. So yeah. So that's kind of what I've been reading over the week. As I say, it has been a good week. It has been a very good week that I've managed to sort of get books read, and I'm pleased with the rate I'm reading. I am way behind in my Goodreads reviews. I have got it up to date, and I've got all the books on it up to date, but I haven't got reviews written. I'll spend some time over the next couple of weeks trying to get them written. So yeah, just things have slid badly, which was just the way it went. I'm not going to worry about it. So that's kind of what I hope to finish reading, as say, this weekend. If I do get them finished, what am I going to start? I don't know. I will just plug something from my pile and just see what I fancy reading. So please let me know down in the comments, what have you been reading this week? I would love to know. Do any of the books that I've mentioned today sound interesting to you? I'd love to know that. What's the weather been like with you? I hope you've had, you have had good weather. I say it's been cold most of the week here. Apart from yesterday, it was really beautifully sunny. Today it's back to cold and cloudy. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll get some sun, which would be really nice. I have to say, it was beautiful sitting outside yesterday. It was just so nice. It was like, oh, this is what I want. I haven't been doing any baking this week. Yeah, just haven't done anything like that. Well, I've been doing normal cooking, but I haven't done any baking. Tiredness wise, I didn't sleep well last night, hence the reason all the yawning today. Just wasn't a good night's sleeping wise, but hey, you get that. That's fine. I know that. I accept that. I'll maybe nap at some point today. We'll see how it goes. Plans for the weekend. I'm sure there's rugby on this weekend, which we'll watch. But I don't think we've got many other plans this weekend. Not that I know of anyway. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. It's fine. But what have you got planned for this weekend? Is there anything fun that you're up to? I'd love to know. But until my next video, friends, stay safe. Happy reading. Bye.